Chronicles of English Summers. Stories because there's nothing quite like an English summer with its lovely long days and wonderful summer light. I first came to this country 27 years ago. I'm at the Oval. This magnificent stand didn't even exist at that time. And we all carried manual typewriters because I was working for a newspaper. Why manual typewriters? Because electric typewriters hadn't arrived. And why electric typewriters? Because the PC was still many years away. So we'd type our report, ASDF, semicolon, LK, JH, I went to typing school as a child, so I could type very quickly. And then we had to send it by telex. You know what telex is? Why not fax? Because fax hadn't arrived by then. I know it makes me sound like 120 years old. But we had to give our telex copy to the telex operator, who would then type it out. I had some friends writing for papers in Kolkata. They were writing in Bengali. He said Ami, A-A-M-H-I, Bangla, B-A-N-G-L-A. And he didn't have a clue what he was sending. There was a day when I sent him my English copy and he said, thank God, I at least know what I'm sending. But what people did in those days, because we were in awe of English sports writers, some people would just take that English copy. If they needed to translate, otherwise just retype it and give it to the telex operator. They didn't have fax, because if they had fax, as they did sometime, just send the copy as it is. But it was wonderful because even though it was uncomfortable, I'd lug my bag around, big suitcase, because you're going city to city, right? Big suitcase, manual typewriter, another bag, lugging it around, going by National Express buses, and then you get off at the bus station. You can't afford the cab, right, to go to your little bed and breakfast. So you go there to the bed and breakfast, you're panting, you've carried it for 10 minutes, and then the landlady opens the door and your room is on the 3rd floor. You carry your bags up on the 3rd floor, you dump them and you go, no, quickly, because your elbows are hitting the 2 walls. No, not quite that much. Little TV up on the wall, and if you want to go to the toilet, if in fact it was close to the room, you jumped over your bags and went. It wasn't as comfortable as it is now, but there was a great charm about it because we were fans. We just wanted to enjoy the cricket, and that is why I called the book at the end of that tour, The Joy of a Lifetime. It genuinely was the joy of a lifetime. I was also writing for an afternoon paper after all the morning papers had carried the day's story. So what do? I've come from an advertising background. The first line has to work. Great copywriters always did that. So Azharuddin wins the toss at Lord's and puts England in on a beautiful summer's day. Gooch makes 333. They make 653 for 4 declared. And I said, how am I going to write this copy? And so I sat down on that manual typewriter and I said, Mohammad Azharuddin won the toss, and in the tehzeeb typical of his city said, Ji pehle aap. It was great fun. One day before I finish, I'll do another tour where I'll write only for a newspaper, but I won't carry a manual typewriter with me anymore.